with Drive TV. I'm Grayson.
And I'm Luke. Let's check it out.
My life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah. My life be like times like these that make me say, yeah. Lord, if you see me, please come my way. Like leaving brain control when I stray. Yeah, long sacrifice in the right my life. Like living like a fingertip. Sometimes I fall, I slip. Yeah, more friends I be more like you. Yeah, now you put the fire with the big highlight.
I'm on an island by my lonesome stranded. Low key and staying candid. Reflect on all the things I try my hand at. Search for the equation to persuasions I'm used to. Find a comfort in the zones of clouds and bones I get loose to. A mountain is Fontaine.
This week, we had Alex Neal catch up with a swimmer here at Peachtree Ridge. She got an interview, so let's look at it.
My name's Hannah Bella. I'm here with one of the swim seniors, Mia McKnight, and we're going to ask her some questions. So what are you looking forward to in the upcoming season?
I'm really looking forward to the swim meets and the practices and just being with everyone and working towards a goal and working towards bettering ourselves.
So what team do you think we'll have to watch out for this season?
There's a lot. Definitely North Gwinnett, Brookwood, Collins Hill. Those are some really good teams that we definitely need to watch out for.
Have anything to say to the new swimmers this year?
Yeah, come to practice, work hard, and you will see results, and have goals, have times that you want to make, and just keep those in mind and work towards them. It's motivating.
So with such large numbers on the swim team, how are you going to do like team bonding and come together as one?
We're going to have pasta dinners, and at the swim meets, I mean, we spend a lot of time together there, and you know, the cheer and everything, so we'll definitely make time to like come together as a team, and we'll like make an effort to like have unity and stuff.
That's it, thank you. Now back to Grayson and...
Next, we've got our high school football breakdown. Let's check it out.
Good morning, I'm Luke.
And I'm Ben. This week, the Lions suffered a tough loss to the Mill Creek Hawks. The Hawks offense led by Brady Longnecker was too much for the Lions defense.
Mill Creek jumped out to an early lead and never looked back. This Friday, the Lions will travel to North Gwinnett to face possibly their toughest opponent of the year.
North is 6-1 and undefeated in region play, so the Lions will look to change that on Friday.
We hope to see everyone out there this Friday at 7:30 for the Neon Out.
That's all we got for you today. Now back to Luke and Grayson.
This week, Cam got together an obscure sports episode. Let's go check it out.
Welcome back to another edition of Obscure Sports. I'm Cam.
And I'm Eric, and on this week's edition of Obscure Sports, we're going to be playing spike ball.
The basic rules of spike ball are pretty simple. You have two teams. My partner today will be Alex, and Eric's partner will be Natalia. So basically what's going to happen is someone will serve, and the partner has to set it to their other partner before they can hit it back across the net.
Tonight, oh, rhythm at the red light, expectation, super sign. Hey, everybody, can you hear the sound? I'm feeling so good. Yeah, ground zero, hip hop hero, the one that makes us fabulous. Ground zero, hip hop hero, the one that makes us fabulous. Ground zero, hip hop hero, 'cause the danger is so dangerous. It's an emergency, 'cause I can't live my life without you. You can hear us for miles, you can feel us for days. If your soul is in need of a hip-hop brain, bringing the message at the speed of sound. So Mr. Talk Rock, lift us off the ground. Now we got the green light, El Shaddai coming through tonight. So lift your hands high all around the town.
We're gonna leap this track in a single bound.
Ground zero, hip-hop heroes, the one that makes us fabulous. Ground zero, hip-hop heroes, the one that makes us fabulous. Ground zero, hip-hop heroes, 'cause the danger is so dangerous. It's an emergency, 'cause I can't live my life without.
Finally on Drive TV, we have Carson and Ben's weekly college football breakdown. Let's send it over to them.
Welcome to our Week 8 college football preview. I'm Carson.
And I'm Ben. Each of us will present our individual analysis of the games and share our predictions for this week.
Our first game is number 11 USC versus number 13 Notre Dame.
This could shape up to be the game of the weekend, as both these teams go in with one loss and are both playing solid football after that early loss in the season. However, I think home field advantage will be big for the Fighting Irish from this one. A night game in South Bend is a tough atmosphere to play in, as my Dogs saw earlier this year. I think Notre Dame will knock off USC out of the college football playoff race and with a huge win.
I agree with you, Ben. USC just came off of a close win against Utah, while Notre Dame is rolling over every opponent, except for currently number 3 Georgia. If Notre Dame wants a shot at the playoffs, they need to win out. This is only one stepping stone on their national championship campaign. Let's go Irish at home. Our next game is number 10 Oklahoma State versus Texas.
Despite their 3-3 record, Texas has been hanging in there against quality teams like USC and Oklahoma. I think this will be Tom Herman's signature win as the Longhorns take down the Cowboys in Austin this weekend.
I disagree with you, Ben. The only thing the Longhorns have to their name are a handful of close losses. Texas will not be able to stop the versatile air attack brought by quarterback Mason Rudolph. Oklahoma State wins in Longhorn country. Now it's time for our upset picks of the week.
Last weekend, I picked Indiana over Michigan, and that game went to overtime, but the Wolverines eventually came out on top. I surely should have picked Syracuse over Clemson, don't you think?
We're not going to talk about that.
That was a great game. So, well, I think I'm going to roll with the Orange again this week over another ACC powerhouse in Miami. Mark Richt and the Hurricanes have won some close games the last few weeks, and I think their luck will run out against Syracuse.
Switching off of Indiana so soon. This week, the Hoosiers face off against the Spartans of Michigan State. I think that the close overtime loss to Michigan only made Indiana more hungry to add a game into that win column. I like the Hoosiers in this one. Now it's time for our matchup of the week. Number 19 Michigan versus number 2 Penn State.
Obviously, I want Penn State to drop this game so Georgia can slide up to that number 2 spot, but I can't be biased with my pick. Michigan has been struggling lately and barely escaped Indiana last weekend, so I like Penn State at home to knock off the Wolverines.
Well, if it was about bias, I'd pick all teams number 1 through 6 to hold the L this week. But I completely agree with you, Ben. Penn State will win this one. The Nittany Lions have shown no sign of slowing down, tearing through every opponent in their path. I like Penn State to win and continue their journey to the playoffs.
That's all we've got for you this week. I'm Ben.
And I'm Carson. Now back to Luke and Grayson.
This week on Tribe TV, we have a new segment called Heart of a Lion, where we get to learn a little bit more about our athletes here at the Ridge. This week, we caught up with Chase Condra and what he hopes to do in his final 2 years and what he hopes for college. We also talked to his coach, Matt Adams, and what he thinks his mindset is and what he thinks Chase should accomplish his senior year. Check it out.
I chose cross country and track over baseball because better opportunities for college and everything, and maybe I could get a scholarship. And then also the atmosphere of cross country and track, I really liked it with all the seniors they had my freshman year. They really brought me into the program. It was really fun, and I just had a great time with the team, and I really loved baseball, so it was a hard decision because I've been playing baseball since I was 4 or 5, but freshman year, I just ran cross country to train for baseball and everything, but then I ended up running a 17 flat 5K, which is one of the fastest times for a freshman, and so then I just kept on running.
I think Chase is our number 1 runner. He sets the tone for the team. When he starts hitting his times in workouts, when he starts hitting his times in the races, it sets the bar for everybody else. He wasn't born this fast. He had to work this hard to get where he is, and that kind of gives his teammates some inspiration and some goals that they can set for themselves.
So my goals this year is to get top 3 at state, and hopefully maybe even win state, and then next year to win state also. I'm trying to break the school record of a 14:40 in the 5K and maybe a 9:11 in the 2 mile. Right. Ever since freshman year, I've been in every varsity race, and for freshman year, me and 3 other seniors set the 4x16 school record, and I made it to state freshman, sophomore, and hopefully junior year this year. And I've won Barry, which is a meet up at Barry College, and I also got 5th place sophomore year at cross country, and my 5K time is a 15:04, and my 2 miles a 9:22, and right now I'm ranked 32nd in the nation.
Chase, as far as his college choices, he's going to be a Division I athlete. He'll have basically his choice of schools. I think right now he's looking at UGA, Georgia Tech, maybe some other schools, but he'll do very well at the collegiate level. He'll probably be the number 1 or number 2 runner on most varsity squads.